All right, welcome along. My name's Bosh. This is Bosh's Ableton Beginner Bits. And today we're going to be doing part 2 of a video that I did a couple of weeks ago, how to build a digital Riddim. And we're going to take what I built, which was loops, basically this. And we're going to put it into arrangement view, ready for a vocalist to go over. We're going to do this in 2 ways. I'm going to build it with what I call block and remove. And then I'm going to record it in as well. Both methods, pretty simple, pretty easy way to, go about doing this. I'm going to do the block and remove method first because the second method involves using a MIDI controller, and I know not everyone has one. So I'm going to do that at the end for the people who've got some kind of MIDI mixing desk or something with knobs and faders on. But for everyone who doesn't, we're going to do the first method, which I like to call block and delete or block and remove. And let's just get into it. But as per usual, I have to tell you about buymeacoffee.com/BoshDubs. You can go there and donate to the channel. Help support me making this content. If you like what I do and you want to see more of it, then any contribution helps. It is greatly appreciated. But what I want more, I'm not as bothered about the money. What I want more is you to get involved in the channel. Subscribe, share, like, comment, all that business. Get involved and let's get these videos to other people like you who also want to learn how to make these genres, dub, reggae, dubstep, in Ableton with a beginner's approach, basically. So yeah, that's the best way to help. Subscribe if you can. That is the better than any money, to be fair. Watching the videos and all that helps way more. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is how to build a digital Riddim part 2, arrangement. Now, the first method, like I said, is called block and delete. And what this involves doing is dragging every aspect of your track into the arrangement view in Ableton and then taking out the parts that you don't want. So it's like a subtractive method of production, basically. So I'm going to click on the first. Bear in mind, I've only got one loop on each of these, so it's going to be easy to drag everything over. I just need to click on the kick, hold shift, and click on the last clip there, and it's highlighted everything. Now all I'm going to do is click on the kick one again. You can click on either one. Click and hold. Press tab. And then drag it onto the corresponding channel. So I've grabbed the kick, so I need to drag it onto the kick channel. Let go. And Bob's your uncle. Your track is now in all the elements of your track are in arrangement view. Okay. Now if I play this now, if I press start, play the play button, spacebar, whatever. You can see it's still playing. It's still playing from session view. So we need to click this little icon here, and that takes us out of session view and pulls the audio source from arrangement view instead. And there we go. Okay. So next thing I'm going to do is make sure all my elements are the same length first. I'm just going to drag them out. Yeah, just drag them out like that. I don't need to highlight all the tracks there. Okay. So let's play this. And it stops there. I press stop straight after, but that's where it stops. So quickly, one thing I do want to mention, actually, the only change I've really made to this track, apart from a couple of volume levels, since the last video, is that I've added another layer on the bass. I've just realised now when I was listening to it. So this is what the original bass sounded like. And then I just added oscillator 2. Oh yeah, no, yeah, oscillator 1 was the original sound. And then I've added in oscillator 2. That's all I've done to the bass sound. Everything else is as we left it from the last video. Just thought I'd make you aware of that so you didn't start looking around and thinking something's changed in this track. Okay, so block and delete method. The next thing we're going to do is make our block. So what I would do is decide how long you want your track to be. Let's do 3.5 minutes. Again, we're going to click on the top one, hold shift, click on the bottom one, go to the little end icon there and just drag everything out. All the way, keep it held, keep it held. Let's just go to 3 minutes, actually. We'll take it to 3 minutes, why not? There we go. Let's do there we go. I'm going to make it up to the full bars, so we're just over 3 minutes, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sort of sets of 16 bars there, so that's good. All right, and now the only thing you need to do is go through and take things out. So we'll start from the start. I just want let's get rid of the impaled keys for the start. All I'm going to do is just start pulling things out. I'm going to leave. Hang on, I want. Yeah, I don't want any bass up to there. I don't think I want any drums at all. And then I'm just going to keep on going. I want to add hats and snares next. So we're going to take out the percussion. We're going to take out the bass line. And the kick. And then I want my thingy. Yep, so we need to remove the impaled keys. We want the bass line to kick in there. And then I'm going to take out most of this apart from the first one. So we still get that first note of that melody at the start of the bar. So let's listen to what we got so far. Okay, nice. So we're going to carry on. Let's keep it moving. I want to take the skank out here. We've taken the skank out here. I'm just removing things as we go. I'm going to get a little bit more picky in here, and I'm going to I just want the first skank of every thing, because I think later on I'm going to come back and delay those. So let's listen to that. Again, just going through, deleting stuff that I don't want. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this here. But again, I'm going to leave the first note of that for delaying purposes later. So I think I'm going to take the percussion out just for this bit, strip it right back. And you can see, looking at this, I've kind of stuck to the light coloured here and the dark coloured area here. These blocks that Ableton already gives you, I'm kind of sticking to them. So you can see on the light coloured blocks, it's mostly just bass and drum, bit of skank. And then on the darker blocks, I've put in the other instruments. And then lighter blocks, taken it out, stripped it down. Darker blocks, built it back up again. Might as well just keep going through like that, aren't we, really? So I think we need another gap of no skank at the start. And then that can kick back in there. And then for this bit, let's do that. And then that. And then that. Delete that. All right. So this is what I do the first run through of going through and cutting things up. And what I've done is I've created sections. Now what I need to do is create transitions between those sections. So we're going to go back to the start and we're going to do that. We're going to do exactly that, creating little transitions. Now this is where you're going to add more tracks. The production's going to start to come through really, but you've got your bass sections that you could send this to a vocalist, have them do the vocal, get it back, and then add in your things with their vocal, add in your transitions and things, and then make it complement the vocal. So that's another way you could do it. So this can be like a bass template. And then once you get the vocal back, you can go in and add your effects and other things. And then you can dub the vocal as well. So I think this is quite a good way to do it. So, again, from the start. So these hats start here. I'm going to drag this back a smidge, just a little bit. And then I'm going to highlight that and do Control and J, which makes it into its own clip, because you can see here it's still attached to the loop. So if I do Control J, now this exists as its own thing. It's not part of this loop. Okay. And I'm going to do a classic hat roll. Let's do... And then I'm going to do some velocity work on it. Put that a little bit higher, a little bit lower, a little bit lower, and a little bit lower. Too fast. That's not cool. Okay, we need to spread everything out a little bit more. That's a bit too much on the velocities here. Let's pull those down a bit. I'm going to do that. No, I'm going to do this and that. Nope, that's terrible. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, that's one little section blended. I'm going to do the same here with the kick. Highlight, Control J. And let's do that and that and that. And then I'm going to, with the snare, I'm going to do again, highlight your section you want to make into its own thing, Control J. And then we're going to... And again, we're going to velocity. Make these get louder in the thing. Yep. And what else I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little laser in there because this is where the bass comes in. And then let's cut this here. That's another one I've just missed, not shown you. Click a line if you want to cut a clip. Control and E. And that separates your clip off. There you go, we're not linked anymore. Let's E there as well, and let's do this. There we go. Okay, we've already got our intro bit. We need, let me put what I said was going to be an audio channel for effects. And then I just want to go to the Ableton samples. Let's type in laser. Oh, what have I done? Okay, let's put this dub laser in. And then we just need to put a delay on there or an echo. And I want to make it a bit more aggressive. Yeah, that's nice. And then, actually, I've had a better idea. I'm going to cut that, Control and E, highlight Control and E, and then I'm going to do this. Nice. All right, let's lower the volume a little bit on that, just so it fits in. I want to have a bit of a longer feedback. Let's do 70. Let's do 90. I want to have the distortion. We covered this in the generating feedback video. If you click this little D there, it allows the input to be distorted as well. Okay, I just want to EQ that because it's a little bit more muffled than I know actually. No, let's not do that. We're gonna do overdrive. Reduce that dry wet. Let's pull it a little bit up to the top end, and then we're going to add it back in. Let's just solo the lasers. Okay, let's try with a little bit of distortion. That's it. That's all I want. Just a little bit more top end on there, just so it pops through the mix a bit more. And the volume down a little bit. Okay, cool. One thing you could do is copy that. So let's do this. And just copy that all the way through the tune. And then at least you've got that laser is going to appear every 16 bars, leading into the next section. All right, that's good. Okay. So next I want to do some little drum edits from the drop onwards. About there it needs something. So we can let's take this whole thing actually. Control E, cut, there we go. I'm going to Control E on this end bit. Where's the snare gone? There we go. So I'm going to do the classic. Delete that one. Let's see how it sounds. Yeah, I've just put the kick on the wrong chat. Just put the kick on the wrong thing. Okay, you can see I'm just copying this all the way along. So now we've got that break every 6. got that break every 16 bars. Okay, so we've got up to putting a little drum variation in there. And now I want, so we did that drum variation here. And I want to put another one at the next end of this bar that's slightly different. So I might, let's see if I can... Wait, what have I done? Where am I? I'm losing track here. I need to separate this, Control E. All right, so I've done that. They need to be just a little bit closer together, I think. So I'm going to highlight that and that. Do 9. I'm going to highlight this and do 9. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Whoa, what is going on? What is happening? Right, let me just get back. Okay. Right, so I need to highlight that and that. Alt, move, there we go. Yeah, they're not great. Okay, let's do... Okay, we're going to do... Sorry, that laser's going to get annoying in it. Let's do a little roll. You just want to be getting a little bit bigger every time. Again, here I'm just adjusting the velocity. The velocity should automatically be here, by the way. If it's not there, you can just click that little arrow down there, and it'll appear. Okay. So I don't like that hat thing. Do not like this. Let's just stick with the drums. And let's cut out these. Okay. I'm going to turn down the feedback a little bit. Still, this isn't still quite right. Let's get rid of the bass. Keep the skanks. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to change this. I'm going to get rid of that. Keep the skanks. Okay, what else can we do on this bit? Hang on, let's go. Oh, I tell you what else we need. I've just thought now, I like to put a crash. So let's go to the samples. Let's go for a crash. That'll do. No, not being too particular with this. Put it on, definitely lower the volume, crashes are always super loud. I would put a reverb of some kind on that. Just a reverb is all I want. There we go. Let's do a long decay, shortish room, not too short though. Let's put that up. Let's put the low down on the diffusion. There. Let's do a little bit longer decay. There we go. We're not got that chop off at the end. And then for now, I'm just gonna put. Am I gonna put it there or there? Yeah. Again, copy it for everything. Turn it down a little bit. I might EQ it a little bit as well, just because I like to get that done. Let's EQ it after the filter. It's not too bad, that, to be fair. Let's just do this. All right, let's carry on. I'm gonna do the whole tune in some kind of fashion. It's not gonna be perfect, but we're gonna do that. Something else I want to do with the occasional one of these is reverse it. So we're going to take the crash, and all I did there was click, control, click, drag, let go of the click. Keep hold of the control. That's the point that duplicates it. So then we need to go down to this little forwards, backwards thing here. Click that. Give it a second. And we've got it reversed. Now, if I leave that like that, it's going to play the whole thing up to the impact, and then it's going to play the impact again forwards. So I want to reduce that a little bit. So I'm just making like a little whoosh up towards the next thing. A little bit longer. And then I'm just going to do the same thing, copy it. Okay, all right, I've just remembered. Let's go grab them skanks and get them delayed. So what I want to do is click this little button here to make sure my automation's showing. All right, and then these are my send and returns. So let's tab over to session view. We've got echo, reverb, and another echo. So we know that A and C are echoes, which is what I want. And then I just need to draw them in. So let's do A. And let's Control and B to bring up your pencil. Draw in just a big up to 0 on that, and let's see how that sounds. Okay, not bad. Let's take that off and let's do the one that's on C, and let's see how that sounds. Right, that's a slow one. So what I want to do, I know what I want to do already after hearing that. We want to go to reverb A, the short one, and we're going to put it on for 1, 2, and 3. And then reverb C we're going to put on for 4. Nice. All right, that's a nice little bit. This is Bosh from the future. Just a quick one on the editing. I ran out of space on this camera, about 30 minutes into this, and I just thought, you don't need to see my face. So if you're wondering why I end the video, or the last half of the video doesn't have any clips of me, it's because I've run out of space on my camera. I forgot to delete everything, so that's it. But you don't really need to see my face, so I thought I'd just carry on the video with the MIDI mix and the computer screen, basically. Just a heads up. So where are we up to? About here. I want to get that bit. Where's the Let's put those on that long delay. Okay, another thing I've just thought of, let's expand this snare track a bit so I can see my returns. I'm going to go through and let's say at the end of every coloured dark bit here, I'm going to hit them snares with a reverb. Let's go to this one. Hit them snares with the reverb, with the delay. Bit messy that. So what I'm going to do then is take that out. Yeah, that's better. Where's the other one there? Put that one there. All sorts of stuff going through those delays. And then what I'm going to do, we know that B is a reverb, so let's see how the reverb sounds. Put a little bit there. A little bit. Bit more. Let me just see why that didn't start. Oh yeah, it did, it's alright. Okay, good. Let's do that a little bit later on as well. We're just sort of kind of jumping all over the place really now. A little bit of verb. Big bit of verb. A little bit. So what we're doing, we're literally just going to each point, each like block, and just changing something, going in, changing something. And we could tell you what we could do, a little thing I've thought about. Let's expand this, just this one, a little bit longer. And then I'm going to cut out everything like that. That's good. No, that's wrong. I'm going to drag it out to the full bar. And then we need to do it like this. So I need to delete that one, that one, that one, that one. So instead of a shh, we're going to get a shh, 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 shh sort of sound. Yeah, it's not much, but it's a little bit different. What I might do, just a cheeky thing, is up the volumes on these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15 on that one. And I'm also gonna turn off the reverb just for that bit, because that's gonna kind of get lost in that reverb. Yeah, nice. Okay, what else can we do? What else can we do? Let's have a look. Let's just open the whole thing so I can see everything for a second. Let's see, what's this one? Ah, these bits, yep. So that again, I want to delay and echo these. I'm going to shorten it. Let's do the long delay. I'm just going to cut that off so I can start it there. Let me make that even shorter. Yeah. Nice. I'm going to put another short delay on this one. Now, what I want to do is create a bit of a slang tang style roll. So we need to get rid of everything up to there. Everything. Get rid of that. Can we get rid of that? No, we can't, because we've highlighted it wrong. There we go. I'm going to get rid of that laser. Okay. Yeah, I think we did one of them earlier on, didn't we? So it's nothing special. Let's take out some hats here. So it's just going to be a little section of bass line there. Let's play that. And I mean, that's without getting into loads more detail and sort of sitting here and producing the whole tune. That's pretty much what I do in regards to getting a dub that I've made in session view and putting it into arrangement view. That's pretty much how I do it. Let me just have one last look at it and just see if there's anything else. And then at the start of this video, I talked about the second version, which is doing it live. So we're going to do it live next. But yeah, I'm relatively happy with that. I think I've covered most of the things I would do to make this into a Riddim that you can then send to a vocalist or just use as a tune, basically. So yeah, that's it. That's what I do. All right, I'm going to stop that section there. I'm going to delete that, and then we're going to do a live version. Okay. You're all going to be watching like, don't delete it. What the fuck? You've just worked 30 minutes on that. But I'm going to delete it, as is the nature of things. Right. So we can let's return it back to baseline, basically. So let's get rid of that audio. What's that audio track? Don't matter. Okay. Oh, that's the lasers. And then the live version, basically, instead of dragging the whole block in, making cuts and edits and then adding effects, what you can do this way is you can do the cuts and edits and effects while you're doing the track. Then you still have to go back in and add things like lasers and stuff like that. What I could have done, I've just thought actually, what I could have done is left in the lasers and the crash, left them from that other thing, and then recorded the rest over the top of it. But I'm not going to do that. We're just going to record. Okay. And let's just get started. I want to start the same as I did the other one. So I want the skanks, which is channel 5. I wish I should have got another camera set up to do this, really. Shall I set up another camera quickly? Maybe I should, yeah. I'm going to set up another camera. Okay, we're back. So I've set up a camera for the dubbing, and we're just going to get into it and start. So I'll show you here. You can see that everything's just there as tracks. I've got this all set up. I'm pretty sure, let me just check I've got all the delays set up, actually. That would be absolute silliness if I didn't. So make sure this is clicked. For some reason, I couldn't get that working then. I don't know why. Right. We've got all the tracks playing. I'm going to pull the volumes down. I'm going to put this on screen and that on screen, everything. I'm just going to dub it for about 3 minutes and let's see where we get to. All I want for the start is the skank and the boom boom sound. There we go. We're recording, finally. Now this method is a bit more touch and go. You might do it wrong. Yeah, you might do it wrong, which means you just have to go back and do it again. I'm gonna just cut the top line of the bass. It's basically just making a live dub. Alright, we're on 2 minutes. And let's bring everything back in. Alright, I think I'm going to stop there. But what you can do now, you can stop it. We're going to click this little red square here. Actually, let me just get rid of this camera now so I can do that properly. All right, we're back. So what I can do now is go back in and edit all this. So if I click this little red square here, we've got the full thing we recorded. If I look at the automation, all the automation's there. Perfect. So that's the automation button, don't forget. This will show you all your drops in volume and effects and things. Anything you click on here, anything that's got a little red dot in the top left corner means that you've changed something on it. And then you can go back in and edit it. So for example, let's say I don't like... I mean, well, I don't know which bit I want to... Yeah, you could get rid of taking that out, you know what I mean? You could just delete all these points. And there you go. And the back in. So you can go in and edit your dubbing, basically, which is brilliant. And I think I'm going to leave it there. I think that's about it for this one. We've covered block and remove or block and delete, which is a method of production where you drag everything into the thing and then delete it. Subtractive producing, if you want to call it that. And then we've done live recording, which is basically just recording it in live. And yeah, that's it really. So I'm going to leave it there. That was, I want to big up Naked Mole as well, at Naked Mole, for suggesting this video. I was kind of thinking about already doing it. I said this to him as well. But him suggesting it as well just made me think, yeah, I'll get that done as the next video. So that's it. That is Digital Riddim Part 2, Arrangement. My name's Bosh. This has been Bosh's Ableton Beginner Bits, and I will see you next time. Ciao.